Today I am here on the ground floor of Lahore, Pakistan, the heart of Pakistan, on a motorbike with my guy George. And this place 3 months ago was in high tensions, worries about a war with India.
Breaking news: India launching a military operation targeting what it calls terrorist infrastructure inside Pakistan.
But today we are on the ground floor to explore this place on a motorbike to check out the people and, more importantly, the culture. Let's get it. चढ़ जाओ। हाँ जी। अस्सलाम वालेकुम। Who am I on a motorbike with in the middle of Pakistan? This is my guy George. Now George has been in the family forever, even before I was born. George is actually my grandparents' driver. And before he was my grandparents' driver, his dad was my grandparents' driver. George is an amazing guy. He's probably in his late 70s, but he tends to be my adventure buddy. He doesn't speak a lick of English. I think he knows how to say yes, thank you, and okay. But this guy is the most positive guy you'll ever meet. This is his journey, and I'm just along for it. If you guys saw that, there were 3 kids on one motorbike. That is not uncommon here. You'll see full families on bikes as their main way of transport. This right here is a rickshaw. Now, as you see, people take a lot of pride in what they do here. आपका नाम क्या है? अल्ताफ हुसैन। मेरा नाम उस्मान है। तो आप ये कितने सालों से ये रिक्शा चला रहे हैं?
मैं सर ये 10-12 सालों से।
10-12 साल। आपको अच्छा लगता है, मज़ा आता है?
नहीं सर, हुन माड़े दे आगे ने हालात ऐसे नहीं, यकीन करो घर दा खर्चा नहीं पूरा।
अच्छा अच्छा।
इस वास्ते अल्लाह पाक करम करे जी, अल्लाह पाक देने वाला खुदा दी जात, आसरा उसका करने हैं अल्लाह पाक।
हाँ जी। तो ये रिक्शा आपके 10 सालों से है?
जी सर। नहीं ये हुन लिया बाई मॉडल है ना।
अच्छा, ये नई मॉडल है?
हाँ जी हाँ जी।
So the way this works is people get in the back here, sit. This is the local taxi. Now what you'll see is this is actually just a motorbike fabricated. And what I was saying earlier is people take a lot of pride in rides like this. In some countries they'll be called a tuk-tuk. What I was just talking to him about was, how long have you been driving such a thing? He said for 10-15 years. I said, do you like it? He says, not really, but I need to do it in order to actually get money for my house. So I appreciate that. I appreciate his time. And मैं अंदर बैठ सकता हूँ इधर? शुक्रिया अंकल. So as you can see, I am officially now a rickshaw driver. So you can see this is kind of put together interestingly, but this is the life of a rickshaw driver. Behind us, we've got passengers, and in front, we've got the crazy Lahore traffic that is pretty interesting to see. Anyway, that's my time here. I'm gonna go keep driving around with George Uncle and see what I learned and see what I found out. I'm not sure where he's taking me. This is what I told him. I said, take me wherever you think I'm gonna enjoy the most. I'm just here on the ride. So let's go on this together and let's see what happens. So Lahore, Pakistan is known as the heart of Pakistan. Now, it is not the capital city. However, it is the city where a lot happens. It is also one of the oldest cities in all of South Asia. There have been a lot of empires that have come through this area, the Mughal, the British, and many, many more. There's a lot of history here in Pakistan. But the interesting thing is this country is very, very young. We gained independence from India and the British not so long ago, a little over 70 years ago. Independence Day being August 14th, we just missed it. So this country is still building its infrastructure, but it's a country packed with people. Pakistan is one of the most populated countries in the world. However, it is just the size of California and Texas combined. That is why it is so intense. There's a lot of people that want to do a lot of things with not a lot of space. Here is how people move around. Isn't that awesome? Look at this, selling some vegetables on the back of a donkey. Now what you'll also see here in the city of Lahore, you will see a lot of advertisements. First, there's a ton of people, so you gotta advertise. And then a lot of political advertisements as well. Being that this country is so young, there's always something going on with politics. I can go on and on about it. However, every block, every road has some sort of political advertisement trying to get the people to sway one way and sway the other. Now what you're seeing to my left and to my right is a bunch of mini businesses, mini stores. Now that is one of the main incomes here in Pakistan. Textiles is a big thing, clothing is a big thing, food, jewelry, things like that. So what people do is they learn skills like tailors, making jewelry, things like that, making naan, and they open their own family store. That's what you'll see to my left and right here. Another big business here is the rickshaw business. So as you'll see here, there's a lot of little tire shops, little worker shops, little schools, furniture showrooms. These are all family owned and made so that they can pay for the living of their families. You'll see a lot of these all around, but then you'll also see a lot of big corporate brands around here. Later today, I'm gonna be taking you guys to a mall here in Pakistan that is very luxurious, but I wanna show you guys this side of the country. Acha, ye aata hai. So that right there is flour and dough. इन छोटी स्ट्रीट्स में ड्राइव कर सकता? ये जो छोटी छोटी स्ट्रीट्स है, इसके अंदर ड्राइव कर सकता? So he's cleaning them, he's fixing them. And these guys are working as a team right here. So George Uncle is trying to tell me that they're basically putting the spokes back onto the wheel. Now typically in the Western society you'd go to like a discount tire or something like that. But over here you do it right on the side of the road. And then they've got more stores here with a bunch of helmets, things like that. And this is the local mechanic. Alright, so being raised in the Western world, I get a crazy amount of looks going back to Pakistan already. But holding a camera in my hand, walking around Lahore, I get way more looks. But the funny thing is everybody comes up to me and goes, "Are you a YouTuber?" And then they want to be in this video. So, for example, this guy who comes up to me at the mechanic shop wants to be in the video, he wants to be interviewed. Now the mechanic himself is like, "I don't want to be on camera, please don't film me." But this guy is like, "Hey, talk to me." So this is what happens.
मैं ऑर्डर टेकर हूँ दवाई वाली कंपनी में।
किधर?
मेडिसिन कंपनी में।
अच्छा,
ऑर्डर टेकर।
इधर काम करता?
हाँ, पाकिस्तान।
अच्छा,
लाहौर में।
तो ये आपकी बाइक है?
हाँ, बाइक।
इश्यू क्या हुआ है?
इसका ये इसका जाग खराब है।
अच्छा अच्छा, तो आप मोटर बाइक ही चलाते हैं?
हाँ, मोटर बाइक।
अच्छा, और आज काम आपका है?
हाँ हाँ, इसके बाद मैं काम पे जाऊँगा।
अच्छा अच्छा, तो अगर जो भी देख रहे हैं,
हाँ जी,
उन्हें पाकिस्तान आना है, आप उनको क्या कह सकते हैं पाकिस्तान के बारे में?
पाकिस्तान अपना मुल्क है, अच्छा मुल्क है, प्यारा मुल्क है, हमारा घर है।
हाँ जी, सही बात है।
इससे मोहब्बत है।
हाँ जी, आप कभी गए हुए हैं और मुल्कों में?
नहीं, सिर्फ सऊदी अरब गया था आज के लिए।
यूरोप?
सऊदी अरब
सऊदी अरेबिया हज के लिए?
आज के लिए।
माशाल्लाह माशाल्लाह। मैं भी जब छोटा था सऊदी अरेबिया गया था। अब वापस जाना है, वापस जाना है।
चने वाले की बुलाते चने
ये इशू है कि सब लोग
ये क्या नूर है क्या नूर स्टूडियो वो बनाओ वो
वही।
उससे भी अंग्रेजी की भी लिखा हो
So what he's telling me is that is a local studio, a movie studio here in Pakistan. Interesting enough, you guys have probably heard of Bollywood. Bollywood is the Indian movies. However, here in Pakistan, I believe it's called Lollywood. Why? I have no idea. What he is showing me right now is that this is the local food place. He is selling channa, which is garbanzo beans, for lunches in the middle of the day.
ये जिधर नान बनते हैं
Naan banta hai,
वो
acha.
नान को बना रहा
Acha. And that guy right there is making some naan.
है ये बनाओ
हाँ ठीक है. यहाँ पर पान मिलेगा? I just asked him was if this store sold Paan. Now, Paan is very, very, very common and very addictive in Pakistan and India. But what is it? Shiny green leaf, a betel leaf wrapped in a bunch of different mixtures. There's some nuts, there's some tobacco, there's some different seasonings, chocolate sometimes, and a whole bunch of other stuff. There's mita, which means sweet, so none of the tobacco. And then there's sada, which means strong, which includes areca nut or tobacco, and sometimes even other mixture. It's basically like an after dinner mint, sort of. तो जो आप कह रहे हैं ये जो नशा होता है, ये what is it that gives you this? जैसे निकोटीन नहीं होता, substance क्या होता है?
निकोटीन ये तो लीव्स में निकोटीन के ना वो चीज़ें डालते हैं ऊपर उसको चीज़ें डाल के उसको बनाते हैं ये लीव को सुखाते हैं खुश करने के बाद फिर इसका बनता है तम्बाकू
अच्छा
ये सारा तम्बाकू है जैसे ये हो गया
तो ये टबैको ही है
यस इट्स फ्रॉम इंडिया
मगर ये टबैको ही है
टबैको
तो टबैको मैंने बहुत ट्राई किया है
लेकिन ये नहीं खाया होगा ना आपने ये फर्स्ट टाइम है
I asked him to add some tobacco and some areca nut into it, and he was like, no. He was like, no. I was like, listen, man, I've tried nicotine. I've tried tobacco. I know what it feels like. I'm not worried. I want to experience this. He's like, no, you're going to get sick. This is your first time coming to my store. I can't let a visitor get sick in my store. So what he told me was, you come next time, you sit down, I'll get you water, I'll get you chai. You sit down, you take it here so that I can take care of you. तो ये क्या है जो आप डाल रहे हैं?
ये बेटन नट्स सुपारी
और ये चॉकलेट ऑन टॉप है?
नो सुपारी
नगर ये
कत्था
अच्छा
कत्था होता है ये लाइट कलर स्वीट सुपारी
तो इसको छू करके फिर स्पिट करता है?
ये आप इलीगल भी कर सकते हो आप इसको अंदर भी जा सकते हो इजी है सही है बेस्ट
मगर जो टोबैको वाला होता है उसको छू करते हैं
वो उसको आपने फेंकना है
अच्छा
हाँ जी
तो कितनी देर लगता है खाने में वो एक दफा सब खा सकते हैं या
नहीं आप
थोड़ा
चबाओगे चबा के खाना आपने
छू करना
हाँ
ठीक है
छू के बाद आपने इसको अंदर
बाहर फेंक दे रहना
ठीक है
नहीं ये अंदर भी खा रहे हो तो ये मिट्टी के लिए अच्छा होता है
ओके सो ये मैं छू करता हूँ और फिर स्पिट आउट करता हूँ इसको करो
चित्रो सुपारी को चित्रो
with just the mixture of things that he put in there, there was still some sort of stimulant in there, to the point where the rest of my day, I had the worst headache and the worst nausea I've ever experienced. However, it was pretty good. Now, as you can see from my face when I was eating it, it was just a lot in one bite, but it was a pretty good treat, and that is what you call Paan. The guy over here, very, very nice. He also subscribed to my YouTube channel, so cheers to him. Next episode, we continue the bike adventure. We go into the local fruit and veggie stores, the meat markets, and a few other adventures. So let me know in the comments below if you enjoyed this video. Make sure to drop a like and make sure to subscribe if you want to see episode 2 of the Buxton adventure.